So thank you very much, everyone. So today I'm just talking about towards an enhanced understanding of suicide risk in men, which is the title of my PhD. So we've all kind of seen the media headlines, particularly over the last year with the impact of the pandemic and lockdown. But what does the research tell us in this area? So the gender paradox in suicide is a well-known theory that females are more likely to attempt suicide, but males are more likely to die by suicide. But this is generally more prominent in Western countries. And also, a main issue in the field at the moment is that despite over 50 years of research, we still can't predict whether someone will take their own life better than chance. So, the aims of this PhD are threefold. Firstly, to understand the risk factors for suicidal behaviour in men. Second, just to examine the long term impact of suicide attempts and how men recover from this. And also look at factors which may distinguish between suicidal thoughts and attempts, what kind of progresses people from thinking about suicide to actually going on to attempt to take their own life. So the findings of this research include a large systematic review, which included over 100 studies and over 100 risk factors. So really going forward, it's important to understand this over time. And the qualitative studies, which involved interviews with men who'd attempted to take their own life, showed that men do seek help, as you can see from the quote in the middle, but they really felt like they wanted to be self-sufficient and didn't want to be a burden on other people. So if someone reached out and talked to them in the first instance, that would be really helpful. And also the lasting impact of suicide attempts. Many people feel they hadn't fully recovered from this. They can't really take things on as much as they used to. They still feel quite fragile. And also the Adult Psychiatric Morbidity Survey, which was a large sample of over 7,000 adults, showed that mental illness and hospitalisation for mental illness were significant risk factors. And also social support in this study was only significant in men, which was interesting. And then in a Scottish sample of people who had died by suicide over a 10-year period, males predominantly used more violent methods than women, and mental illness was not associated with method choice. It was more related to suicidal intent and younger age. So overall, I think men do seek help for suicidal thoughts and behaviours, but services need to be more sensitive to men's needs. And we also need to understand what are the mechanisms behind why men use more violent methods than women. And the fact that social support is important to men is encouraging, particularly for loved ones, that they do know they can ask someone that if they need help and they will be receptive to this. But overall, in this PhD, so many risk factors were identified and we really just need some more prospective evaluation this to really understand what the effects of these are over time. Thank you.